If you're new to Canada, you might already know how important it is to have a good credit score. Getting a new phone plan, a new credit card, or looking to lease a condo, a good credit score will make sure that your application is successful. Among many other things, a good credit score can also get you a low rate of interest if you plan to apply for a mortgage. In short, your credit score shows how likely a credit bureau thinks that you will pay your bills on time and how risky it would be for a lender to lend you funds. So, obviously, having a high credit score can make your life easier. We'll discuss some tips that can help you to improve your credit score in Canada. But first, let's talk about what is a good credit score in Canada. A credit score is a three-digit number that is derived from the information in your credit report. A good credit score can be different for different credit bureaus as it depends on the scoring model that they used. According to Equifax, the biggest credit bureau in Canada, a person with a credit score above 660 is seen as a low-risk borrower. If your credit score is between 725 to 759, it is considered very good. A credit score of 760 is considered to be an excellent credit score. The credit score range is anywhere between 300 to 900. Higher your score is, more trustworthy you are seen as. It's that simple. So, what comprises a credit score? There are five factors that make up the credit score. The biggest factor is the payment history. It makes up about 35% of your credit score. After payment history, it is the credit limit utilization rate that can improve or bring down your credit score. Credit history makes up 15% of an individual's credit score, and the other two important factors that make up 10% of the credit score are new credit and credit mix. Here are some tips to improve credit score. First, and it's the most basic tip, get a credit card. Just paying utility bills on time won't help you reach that high credit score mark. You need to have a credit card and use it often to build and maintain a high credit score. So if you're someone who likes to use cash or debit cards for everyday purchases, it's time to switch to credit cards. Second, pay credit card bills on time. This is a no-brainer. You want a good credit, you need to pay your credit card bills on time. Obviously, it would be best if you can pay the full amount, but even if you can't, never miss paying at least the minimum payment amount mentioned on a credit card bill. You don't want any missed payment on your credit report. As discussed previously, payment history makes up 35% of an individual's credit score, so it's important to avoid late credit card payments. If you miss a payment, your score would take a huge dip. If you're someone who's not good at keeping track of bill payment dates, the best suggestion would be to set up an automatic payment by linking your credit card to a bank account. Tip number 3. Keep your credit utilization rate low. The second biggest factor deciding your credit score is the credit utilization rate. It is crucial that you do not use more than 30 to 35% of your credit limit at any time. Going beyond 30% would negatively affect your credit score. If you often cross the 30% mark, it is better to ask for a credit limit increase or get an additional card to increase your overall credit limit. Tip number 4 is opt for maximum credit limit. If you are being given an option to increase your credit limit by the lender, you should go for it, even if you don't really need it. It will help you keep the credit utilization rate low and hence maintaining a good credit score. Tip number 5 is to limit hard checks. You must know the difference between a soft credit check and hard credit check on your credit score. When you go to your bank's website and check your credit score, that is an example of a soft credit check and doesn't affect your credit score. But if you're trying to get a new credit card or a new loan, that will result in a hard check on your credit score. Too many and regular hard credit inquiries will bring down your credit score. Tip number 6 is to keep your old credit accounts. The length of your credit history is the third biggest contributor to your credit score. If you're contemplating closing one of your credit cards, go for the newer one. Keeping that old credit account active is an awesome idea to keep your credit score in good health. Credit mix is the way to go. Don't rely on just credit cards, but also have some other types of credit like a line of credit, monthly cell phone contracts, a car loan, etc. You can increase your credit score if you have multiple types of credit accounts on your file. Tip number 8 is to monitor your credit report regularly. It is always a wise idea to keep monitoring your credit report regularly. It can help in spotting any error on your report, like any unauthorized credit inquiry or a missed payment in error. Timely disputing such errors on your credit report with the credit bureau can save your credit score taking a fall. Get your full credit report for free and also receive personalized tips to improve your score. Link is given in the description. Read this full article on CanadaNeo.com. All the important links are given in the description.